Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video here to give you guys a heads up on, as far as free PC games go, this is one of the bigger free PC games of the entire year. It is from, the publisher. Everybody's not crazy about Ubisoft, and there's some crazy stuff going on with Ubisoft right now. Like, who knows what the exact gravitas of everything going on is, but a free game is a free game, so I thought I would give it a mention. And to be perfectly honest, like, it is a big free game relative to other free games. However, it's not a free game that I personally really enjoyed. I played it, and really was not my cup of tea, but figured we would talk about that anyway, and then we'll also highlight the Epic Game Store freebies and some pretty good PC game deals over at our friends at Green Man Gaming, so we'll give you guys a heads up on that at the end of this video. Some good stuff there on upcoming games, newly released stuff, etc, etc. But first of all, over at Ubisoft Connect, they are giving away free copies of Immortals Fenyx Rising. Now, as far as Ubisoft open world games go, Immortals Fenyx Rising is actually one of the better received ones, in the sense that I think a lot of people like the gameplay, they like the vibrance of the art style. For me, I thought narratively and dialogue-wise it was really, really bad, and sometimes the narrative and dialogue being so bad will make me just outright not enjoy a game. And I think one game that stood out to me as exactly doing that was Atomic Heart. Like, Atomic Heart was mechanically and gameplay-wise a really, really well-made game. However, the dialogue is just so bad that, yeah, you can mute the game, and I'm down with muting games sometimes and listening to a podcast or whatever, but, sometimes it's just so bad that just reading the subtitles will make me go unhinged, and I think for Immortals Fenyx Rising, that was my main issue with the game. Now, ultimately, if you don't care about that, I still feel like there's a worthwhile open world to go here. And there's some fun exploration elements, and again, the art style, some people are gonna like it. I wasn't a big fan of it, but nevertheless, it's available for free. And when you're talking about, dude, I'm talking about free games that are like $1.99 and all these free games on Steam and whatnot. Immortals Fenyx Rising certainly outpaces all of those games in terms of quality level and, marquee value. And the game's not even that old. I want to say it came out, December of 2020? 5 years old? Yeah, that's like not old whatsoever, so it's a really solid freebie, all things considered. The game does have a bit of DLC. It was supposed to get a sequel, but the sequel ended up getting canceled, so it is what it is, but that is available free on Ubisoft Connect, mind you. It's not available on Steam, so take that for what you will. The Ubisoft Connect client is still an absolute pile of garbage. Like, I cannot believe that the service is as bad as it is, and it's just like, dude, just playing Ubisoft games through Steam, you obviously still have to go through the Ubisoft Connect client. Am I the only one that seemingly gets logged out, like, every time out the gate? Like, every time I want to play a new Ubisoft game, it's like, okay, I forgot my password, time to reset it, time to figure out how to get back into this account so I can play Assassin's Creed Shadows for 20 minutes. Oh, wait, the DLC isn't even that good, so back to the uninstall pile you go. But, man, I just hate Ubisoft Connect as a platform. I think out of all of the non-Steam platforms, all of the publishers that created their own client and whatnot, the Ubisoft Connect client, I think, is by far the worst. So, that is a little bit of a bummer, but what can you do? These things do happen. But check out Immortals Fenyx Rising. That is available for free right now. A couple of freebies over on the Epic Game Store. We do have Scourgebringer and Songs of Silence. Scourgebringer has a really cool throwback visual style and was received fairly well, all things considered. A fast-paced, free-moving roguelite platformer. Help Kyra to explore the unknown and slash her way through ancient machines, guarding the seal of her past and maybe the redemption of humanity. From the developers of Nero Voider, Scourgebringer is a fast-paced, free-moving roguelite platformer set in a post-apocalyptic world where a mysterious entity wreaked havoc on all of humanity. Scourgebringer puts you in the shoes of the deadliest warriors of her clan. Kyra, help her to explore the unknown and slash her way through ancient machines, guarding the seal of her past and maybe the redemption of humanity. Dive into fast-paced roguelite platforming, described by Eurogamer as Dead Cells meets Celeste. Slash and shoot your way smoothly with super fluid platforming controls and sharpen your skills with a frantic combat system focused on attacks. Dash forward to the otherworldly adaptive sounds of Junus Turner, of Nuclear Throne, Downwell, and Broforce, and that is available free right now. Also available free right now is Songs of Silence. Songs of Silence was another fairly well-received game that just dropped on Epic Game Store. Lead armies, rebuild fallen kingdoms, and rise to greatness in Songs of Silence. Embark on an epic journey through an Art Nouveau-inspired fantasy world with intense battles and a captivating storyline. So that is available free right now as well. That is on the Epic Game Store, and I should also note that 0 Hour is available for free. So you've got 3 free offerings on the Epic Game Store right now. That's a lot more than what you typically get. Typically $9.99, tactical FPS with online team-based gameplay. Jump in and experience true online tactical gameplay, and that is available for free right now, $9.99 for 0 Hour, so check that out. Lastly, I do want to highlight some pretty good Steam game deals that are available right now. XCOM 2 is 96% off for $2.61. Yeah, I do usually recommend the XCOM 2 collection, where you get XCOM 2 and the War of the Chosen expansion, but $2.61 for the base game, I think, is pretty damn good. Definitely a worthwhile pickup there. And yeah, as far as tactics games go, this one was really good. The PC performance was a disaster when it initially came out, but it's much better now. And if you're just looking for a rewarding tactics-based gameplay, XCOM 2 is a solid shout. And then I gotta give a shout to Borderlands 4, you guys, 30% off for $48.71. Look, I just find it humorous that this game is getting this much cheaper this quickly when there was all that talk about, oh my god, the game is going to be $80. I mean, a month after release, it's already 30% off, which I find to be quite fascinating. And I think most of you guys know how I feel about Borderlands 4 at this point. Smart money is for you to wait. Look, there's a billion games that are available for you to play right now. Dropping $48 on a game is you dropping a premium price on a game. And ultimately, you already know what's going to happen with this game. It's going to get DLC, it's going to get even more DLC after that, and then they're going to re-release it as the Ultimate Super Deluxe Edition. I could totally see when the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox come out in fall of 2027, that there's like a complete edition next-gen release, and it'll be like a launch title for the PS6. I could totally see that happening, upgraded and whatnot. You know, maybe they intentionally made the performance so bad that they could be like, hey, look at what we did on the PS6. But nevertheless, $48.71. I beat the game. I thought it was fine, but a $48 game has to be better than fine for you to justify buying it. That's in my opinion. Next up, we have Resident Evil Requiem, 20% off for $56. This is for XP members. Great deal on a game that's surefire to be one of the best games of the year. Like, that's how confident I am in Resident Evil at this point. Outside of the Resident Evil 3 remake, which still ended up being a pretty solid game, all things considered, you know, Biohazard RE7 was great, Village was fantastic, Resident Evil 4 Remake was fantastic, the 2 Remake was fantastic, so 4 out of 5 of the titles have been superb, with the other game, you know, the RE3 Remake still being really good, and with Requiem, I feel like they're gonna drop another top-level title. The ambiance, the vibes to the game look fantastic, and super excited for it, $56 on that, and then Octopath Traveler 0 is 20% off for $39.99 for XP members. Bear in mind that this is an enhanced and upgraded release of a mobile game, so take that for what you will. I'm still excited to check it out. Octopath Traveler has been a pretty consistent franchise, and I'm sure based on if you go into it expecting what Octopath Traveler is, and you're not expecting a true Octopath Traveler 3, you're still gonna have a pretty good time with it. So with that being said, $39.99 on that for a pre-order. That is out on December the 4th. That is gonna do it for me. Again, Immortals Fenyx Rising is available for free over on Ubisoft Connect. Check that out. You got some free games over on the Epic Game Store and some solid deals over at Green Man Gaming as well. That'll do it for me. As always, let me know all of your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.